With the glasses again.
I'm just out of my boat. I just parked in front of the.
Yeah, you have a very sailor
Exactly.
outfit.
So I just parked my
A
yacht.
blazer. You actually have a blazer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a new one.
Yeah. One button. Check the details.
Oh yeah, cool.
No, it's quite a cool one. I mean, it's something that you need in your wardrobe. It's just so cool and comfortable.
Yeah.
What are you wearing? It's linen.
That's a linen safari jacket.
Very cool.
It's a bespoke one.
Nice.
Since few years back, so could be a bit bigger right now.
Nah.
Woolen trousers from Suit Supply. Squawks e-capelli tie from Squawks i Bolaget. And Scolare shirt.
Very cool.
From Albini cotton button down.
Yeah, that's a very cool outfit. But guys, as we always should start with, first of all, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe.
It helps. It helps. It doesn't cost you anything.
Just a little click on the following buttons.
Yeah, on YouTube, Spotify.
Yeah, exactly.
Instagram as well.
You will see we are creating a lot of cool content. We are around time of PT right now, so you are also seeing on Instagram a lot of very cool contents. Follow us, leave us a comment, share, and among everything, just subscribe. Subscribe, it means a lot.
And today is a very special episode with collaboration with a brand that is very close to us. Loake. Loake. And you shouldn't pronounce it Loake.
Loake.
Loake. It's Loake because it's a surname.
Yeah.
British surname. The brand was established in 1880.
Okay.
In Catherine.
Quite
so
old.
Shoes were first made for soldiers. But for a lot of people, you can see also one of the most popular shoes here. You have Aldwych, the black Oxford.
Yeah.
And you have Bannister, a sneaker in cuff leather.
And I'm also wearing a model right now.
Yeah, Imperial dark brown loafer, penny loafer on a leather sole.
Yeah, very cool.
So for a lot of people, I guess you're here because maybe it's your first pair of Goodyear welted, our listener, Goodyear welted shoes. So and you want to know if it's worth the price?
Yeah. I
will spoil it that they're worth the price. But also you have a lot of brands on the market. But what's different with Loake that it's in-house production. It's not made by some third party.
Yeah,
a lot of brands, they just have the name of the brand and they just order the shoes in a different factory.
Yeah, and there's something that is very interesting is that when you are looking at a good pair of shoes, usually you would probably go for Portugal made or a Spanish made.
Yeah, they produce for a lot of other brands.
Exactly, and they are fantastically made shoes. And then you would think, if I'm going in Italy or if I'm going in England, it's going to be super expensive. I'm going to jump. So it's going to be like double the price to have a good pair of shoes.
800 euro, for example.
Exactly. That's what people would assume. And they're thinking, okay, if I'm starting looking at English makers, it's going to be Crockett and Jones. It's going to be Edward Green or whatever shoemaker that feels super expensive, and then you have Loake and you say, it's probably also going to be too expensive to actually carry those shoes. But no, actually it's a fantastic, of course, if you're on a budget, it's a bit higher than a budget shoes, but for English made shoes, to this quality, the construction, the leather, the shapes of the shoes and the variety, it's actually quite all right with the pricing.
But it's not also only about the price. It's about the heritage. Those shoes, for example, Aldwych Oxford is the most popular shoe. And, every guy should own a black Oxfords. We don't wear Oxfords that often, but it's something that you should have. For example, if you're going on a wedding, on a funeral, interview, or for work. A lot of people in Sweden, for example, wear Oxfords at work. And... It's just something that was developed with. let me grab the shoe. The shape of the shoe, I mean, the old Aldwych, they looked a bit different. They were a bit more chunky, maybe too wide. This one, let me just check which is it. That's an F last, so it's the standard last. You can also buy wider version, G last. And guys, if you wear Oxfords often, you have also a rubber sole.
I think it's it's really a must for shoes. Generally speaking, it's usually much more comfortable. But also, if it's something that you will wear in fall and in winter, you'd rather have this.
Or just a beater, daily beater.
Exactly. You can always count on them, and it's a bit more comfortable also.
You know, I was a bit reserved towards Loake because I remember Loakes when they were a bit maybe too old. I mean, for old people, they looked like a grandpa shoe. But right now, even the classic Oxfords, they have a really nice silhouette, very classical, comfortable,
Not too chunky.
not too chunky.
Yeah.
Even the G fit is not too chunky, but also, like for example, your loafers. I remember the old loafers from Loake. They were not so modern.
Yeah, okay.
But with collab with Loake Nordic here in Stockholm, actually, Loake developed the shape of the shoe, and now new models. Actually, a lot of loafers are tested on the Scandinavian market, and then British people, we like them. We never thought that people would like them, but they are also selling in London in the store, and it all started in the small store at Östermalm Story in Stockholm.
Okay, yeah, okay. So actually, the Scandinavian market has a real impact on what Loake is doing.
Exactly.
Nowadays.
All the new loafers, for example, black suede. You know, those Imperials. Actually, you need to know that loafer that look the same can have 3 different names, but the difference is between different leathers, different details. So we have hornbeam, black and brown into tones of brown, made from calf leather. Is the finest leather. You cannot find Cordovan at Loake, but it's also, Cordovan is the horse butt,
and it's very rare. So first of all, I think there's only 3 places that can deliver Cordovan in the world. So then the brands needs to share it, and it's usually specialized brand that would do it. You don't need a Cordovan, honestly.
I mean, Cordovan is expensive, and honestly speaking, Loake customer will never. Usually, people don't know about Cordovan because Loake it's not a high end shoe. It's very still affordable.
It's everyday shoes that you can count on and you can rely on.
Yeah, exactly. You can even have sneakers. Okay, but going back to the loafer, you can have the name Imperial, like you have, for example. It can be made with grain leather, with polished leather, with suede. You have hornbeam from calf leather, so the finest leather at Loake, and you also have Grant. I remember that we don't have at Loake store. They don't have at Loake store Grant anymore, but it was almost the same loafer but with a different name. So sometimes details say which name is it. But okay, you have also Russell tassel loafers, and guys, tassel loafers are actually more formal.
What's your take on tassel loafers?
Yeah, I have tassel loafers.
Yeah, you like them?
Yeah,
I like them also. I find them. They are not as accessible as the classic loafers because of those tassels, and sometimes it's you're jumping into a certain universe with the tassel, and it can look very cool. I think especially with the suede leather, I think it's very cool, brown, but not so easy to wear actually.
Yeah, the apron is also shorter, but. For example, at Loake they also have in black suede, which can work with the denim.
Yeah, it's a very strong. I mean, black suede. People are like, I've heard some people like, is it so easy to wear? Yeah, it is. It's.
I mean, with denim usually, I would say with regular denim, but guys, also at Loake you can find sneakers. And
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to have some kind of like a dress sneakers, we don't like sneakers. We're not gonna lie, but you can have in calf leather a sneaker.
Yeah, and
Bannister.
that was funny. It was this discussion with Hugo Jacomet, who would never wear sneakers, and then he was trying to open himself up, and he's like, okay, well, there are shoes that are actually made to a certain level, so that would rehabilitate, so to speak, sneakers. But honestly, I'm like. Sneakers is still sneakers.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big fan of sneakers. If I'm going sneakers, I would go like with sneakers to run or something like this. I would not commit for this type of model.
No.
I mean, they are nicely made. So if you want to have a sneakers, you rather do this, of course.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't commit to that personally.
And also the classic shoes are made in Britain, Great Britain, and Kettering. But sneakers and some of the more laid-back loafers, like for example model Tuscany, which is like this, sneaker with white sole, they are made in Portugal.
Portugal, okay. Yeah, but that's still not so bad at all.
Some shoes, like some boots, are made in India as well. Some simple ones. But for example, boots boots are still Goodyear welted. Some of the boots they are made a bit more casual, and then the sole is just pressed, not stitched. But the variety of models, different lasts, make that almost everyone can find a shoe for yourself. Because guys, also you need to know that a last is like a wooden, not maybe in the past it was wooden, but right now might be a plastic or some composite foot that the shoe is built on.
Yeah.
So feet can have different shapes.
Yeah.
So also lasts can have different shapes, different width. So like I said, Aldwych is also on like a wider fit. This one is standard. And then we have like a F fit, which is standard, G fit, which is wider. Yeah. Some shoes are even on E last, but I wouldn't say that they are slimmer. I will go back to that. And also you can have different lasts, F lasts, standard lasts. So guys, it's a lot, but you're gonna find a shoe for your type of feet.
Yeah. Feet and the type of comfort that you need, because actually we can talk about the comfort.
About the comfort, that they are not comfortable.
Yeah, I was I had the pain like I rarely had on those ones, and I thought I would never be able to fit them or to wear them comfortably.
And you also had the Sovereign, I guess. The
exactly.
Black Brooks.
And also this part here was like biting my foot, and I was like, okay, it's a shame. They look so nice. They are I mean, they have a nice protection and a nice sole, but I was like, it's never gonna work. I persisted, and now they are some of my most comfortable shoes.
Yeah, but it's also because of the leather. It's the cow polished leather, which is very stiff in the beginning.
Very, very stiff.
But also polished leather has this characteristic that because it's polished, so it's like treated, so you don't need to put that much effort.
No, I still do it, but I still put effort on them. But it's not really needed.
You can just use a wet cloth. And take care of maybe of the sole, but you have on the rubber sole. But you remember, guys, that under the rubber part is still a leather sole, because when it's a leather, you have 2 layers of leather. If it's rubber, you have 1 layer of leather, and the second one is rubber.
There's actually techniques when the shoes are very stiff from the beginning. You can moisten them with special sprays that are meant for that to let go a bit the stiffness in the leather.
Yeah, Sapphire Shoe Ease, for example.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also give them to a shoe repair store. They could give them a bit of space in them. They have some machine to expand a bit the leather.
When it's tight, but when it's stiff, also, a lot of people do like this, that they put a wet sock.
Yeah. to moisture and give it. So you could do that, or you can just do it the alcohol way and keep on wearing them until it works, and then at the end of the day,
we usually go to Florence
in Pitti Uomo.
Pitti
Exactly,
Uomo.
you go to Pitti Uomo, you walk all day by 40 degrees with your new shoes. You bleed on them to have the moisture, and then fine.
It happened.
All the time.
I had some new loafers.
If you need some tips, suit yourself podcast, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Bleed, and the blood will moisturize the shoe, and it will be more comfortable.
So sometimes, and not all of them, because those ones they got comfortable quite fast. But sometimes, and it's a good tip to understand also that when you start with new shoes like this, you might feel I'm putting more money, so they should be more comfortable right away. But it's an investment over time.
It's not like this. It's not a sneaker.
Exactly. It's not a sneaker.
Shoe.
So if it's your first very nice shoe, and we are not saying they are going to be uncomfortable. We say it might happen on some models that it will be a bit uncomfortable in the beginning. We are trying to give you techniques to attenuate that. But on the long run, they're going to become more comfortable, and they're going to be much more durable than any other sneakers.
If you take care of your shoes, you can have your shoes for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not sneakers because it's different construction.
Yeah, no. You mean those sneakers. Yeah. Can you resole the sneakers?
No.
No, you cannot.
No, it's not Goodyear welted. It's just regular shoes. Classic shoes, they are Goodyear welted, so you can resole because they are not stitched directly to the upper sole. It's a frame inside. Some shoes like new model Belgian loafers, those are Blake made, so the upper sole is directly stitched to the leather sole because of the shoe should be light as possible, and also the form of Belgian loafer is like a slipper. And one shoes that I need to have on PT, it's for tuxedo. It's the suede Belgian loafer. They look very cool with the tuxedo.
Suede Belgian loafer in black.
Yes, exactly.
That's black. Beautiful. I actually invested in some Friolane, we say. Those velvet shoes.
Slippers.
Yeah, I had them in midnight blue, but now I have them in black. It's super cool.
But I'd like to have a red one.
Oh yeah, that'd be very cool. But isn't it something that maybe Loake did?
Yeah,
he had them a clear probably, but no, Loake he had them in green, like
maybe like red sock.
A red sock is like.
Yeah,
it's the thing to do.
But so Loake also has slippers, and you have those slippers. Yeah, leather slippers with leather sole.
Exactly. So I got at some point tired to wear always the flip-flops at all. And even if my flip-flops were very nice and very comfortable and my feet could breathe, I was thinking, I would like to have some grown-ups pantoufle.
Yeah, when I was young, I was laughing at my parents that they wear stuff like that, because in Poland you wear slippers inside inside, and also you have slippers for your guests.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, we had those leather slippers, and like, no, it was always for my uncle, and no, I cannot wear this. It's just I wanted to have just some regular flip flops or slides like Nike or Adidas or something. I thought that it's way cooler than those leather slippers, but now I also have them, and I have them in Oxblood, Burgundy.
Yeah, so that's actually slides that I used to have, but. It's it's just nicer, and it looks nicer. It's very comfortable. It's super comfortable, and I'm guessing it's quite durable because it's gonna age in a nice way, in a cooler way.
Yeah, even mine has some scratches. The color is not even, but it gives a great patina, and it's also with good quality shoes that they will just look. They will get more character with time.
Yeah, exactly.
So, at Loake, the thing is that when you're coming to the store, you have also people that know something about shoes.
Yeah.
And if you go to some other store, you have salespersons.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't have anyone that
Actually
maybe
knows.
sometimes, but
Yeah.
at Loake the advantage is that you are entering a store that has some kind of experts, people that are into this.
Yeah, yeah. Not only expertise, but also interest in that. So they
Exactly.
don't only know, they are interested in what they are doing and what they are selling. So you will get real good advice.
Yeah, because a lot of people it's their first real shoe, so they need some advices.
Yeah, exactly. And that's we're often talking about service, and service is a good service is something that is difficult to find because it's not only it's not only to have someone nice, it's to have someone nice, of course, polite, but also someone that is really interested in what is doing and passionate, because he can actually transmit you this. So if you want to spend this type of money in your shoes, you want to have this type of expertise. You want to have someone that will tell you, I would advise you to wear this because it's going to be easy on that way. You're going to be able to wear it longer. And that's an initiation to a world of nice shoes, of nicer garments. So that's really a great transition to finer shoes in all the sense, in the service, in the quality of the shoes themselves, and in the knowledge that you will get by wearing those shoes on what is a nice pair of shoes actually. So that's the superior level. And it's actually quite crazy. Everything is getting so much more expensive nowadays. So if you want to have this type of quality, it will be hard to find the equivalent to Loake for this type of price. Honestly, they feel quite alone in that range. I mean, with the heritage that you have,
Exactly.
with that old brand.
There are some brands that have shoes in the same price level, on the same price level.
Yeah.
But usually they are a bit lower with quality.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
And guys, that's a handmade shoe.
Yeah.
And so, for example, your Imperial model is about 350 euro, which is a great price for handmade shoe made in the same manufacturer as 100 years back.
Yeah, it's actually exceptional. Honestly, the price could be double, and no one would find that weird.
There are brands that want to have double the price, and the quality is not double the quality.
No, exactly.
I would say.
But also that's very interesting because for a good pair of shoes, it's a bit like a good whiskey. You are not supposed to spend more than. Of course, you can spend 1,000 euros on a
For
bottle.
Cordovan, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's because the fabric is exceptional, or the leather is exceptional, the material is exceptional. But I would say people that knows about. I like this comparison with whiskey because people that knows about whiskey, they will tell you are supposed to have a very good whiskey in between 50 euros and 100 euros. You can have a very, very good whiskey on that price.
It's like
but
with
of course,
wine, I guess.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, in France, you can have a very good wine for 5 euros. If you know the good bottle and the good year, you can have a very good bottle. And then you can spend 30 euros and have an okay bottle. So, and for good shoes, it's the same. So there are certain things in life you need to put money if you want to have something exceptional. Watches, for example, if you want something exceptional, you're not going to cut it. It's going to be very pricey. But for shoes, you can have something that is very good, very worth the price for something that is still reasonable, and that's Loake. Loake is a great example of this. 350 euros for shoes that you will keep at least 10 years, and maybe more if you are careful with them. This is exceptional. Shoes that are handmade in a factory that has been there for 100 years, this is exceptional. And the price in comparison is quite reasonable. So that's very hard to match this type of quality for this type of price. So Loake for that, I would say, is we are trying to review brands that we feel we are connected to, that we have tried ourselves, and that we can rely on.
At least 5 pair of Loakes. I think I have more.
Yeah, and I also have my own experience. Like I said, can be a bit hard on the beginning, but again, exceptional shoes, English shoes. So you will have something that is a bit maybe more how to say, not conventional, but safe, I would say, especially when it comes to a bit more dressed up shoes. Those are safe shape.
But they have even like model Brighton, which is kilt tassel loafer.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are more extravagant then.
Yeah,
I wonder
this one is special.
what type of people would wear that then.
I wear them.
Yeah, well, they are meant for
And
you.
also
then.
very special thing that the apron, because it's one piece. It's not two pieces. Like for example, this loafer has two pieces stitched together. It's one piece, and the stitch is made by a special machine made just to make those two stitches at the same time. So it has two needles.
Yeah.
And those
isn't it like this?
Yeah, but it's a different
Even
it's a
different for this one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different one because you have inside you have some kind of string that gives the shape, and it's a special machine that is like 100 years old, and you have just two women that are schooled to
fix
do it.
To do it. That's so. The other day I was in bespoke shoemaker, and I was seeing his work, and he's actually Japanese that moved to Oslo. And I was seeing one of his machines. So those are the same type of machines. Those machines are beautiful engineering. And they're beautiful because they were so nicely made and they age like the shoe that we are making. So it's still the same thing, and over the years it's still there's no requirement to change them because they are still working. The needles that are used are unique. It's very difficult to find spare parts for that, and you have very little amount of people that can maintain them, do the maintenance, fix them, and but they are quite simple machines, but they are as beautiful as the shoes that they are making with them.
Yeah, I think it's also one thing that we should add, that because it's a handmade shoe, it can have imperfections.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So for example, here the sole is stitched and the seam needs to end somewhere. So for example here.
You so it's not perfect on the
top. And a lot of people like, this shoe is for 4,000 crowns, and I see that here. Yeah, sometimes it looks better, sometimes it looks worse, but still you need to know that somebody did it manually.
Exactly.
And they can fit differently also sometimes.
But that's, I mean, I'm also...
You pay for this.
No, exactly. That actually, people need to understand that that's luxury. You have someone that made it with its hand, and there is imperfection. There's a human imperfection. It's a visual imperfection, but it's much more perfect and durable in the way it's made, because usually machine can make something that looks very neat, but it's
like
usually not as nice.
Bespoke jacket, those seams, it's handmade. This jacket is handmade.
When at Blue Jello, we are making handmade jackets and even handmade details such as the buttonholes. And when you have them handmade, there will be some imperfections.
Yeah, but you pay for that.
Exactly.
You want to have this.
Yeah, because so then you have a person that has been doing that for all his life and was taught by someone that done that all his life how to do it. So that's why you're paying for
that's luxury. So you can have handmade shoes for just 400 euro. So it's great, and a lot of people come and they just look on the shoes, and also I would like to describe different leathers that I used, because now we have calf leather. Is this cheddar calf leather and this black calf leather, but also Loake can be from cow leather, which is a bit older. Also, the price is usually much more. It can be a bit cheaper because of the leather. Why calf leather is so expensive? Because you need to find a piece of leather without scratches. You guys, it was an animal before. So this leather is just more expensive, and it's for example, grain leather.
Yeah.
Grain leather,
Yeah, exactly.
it's pressed,
Yeah.
so you cannot see any
Perfection. You can hide the
imperfections. It's not like that the animal looked like that. It had the grain leather like that. Suede is the first part is just cut, and it's the like the underneath part of the leather.
What is
So you cannot
interesting-
see any scratches.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's not as demanding on the quality. What is interesting also is that there is an assumption that suede leather can be fragile.
Yeah, a lot of people actually. I wanted to say this
Yeah.
next. Yeah,
They,
and it's the opposite.
Yeah, they think it's gonna be very easy to damage it, and that the first scratch is gonna not be it's gonna
or
show.
like
And
water, rain will destroy it.
They're actually
At,
out to destroy.
and at the same time, when you want to clean suede, you use wire brushes,
Yeah, exactly. So it's
metal
actually
brushes.
crazy. Even if the leather is cheap, it can be crazy resistant. So if the leather is of good quality, you have something that will actually keep a very nice and good appearance over time. It's just that when you need to maintain them. So when they get a bit worn out over time, and then the leather starts getting like slick.
Yeah, you need to brush it.
Exactly, you need to brush it hard. You can give it revive the color.
You can repaint also with special sprays.
Actually, much easier than on this type of leather.
I mean, calf leather is not that bad, because if you have some scratches, you can repaint it. If for example, I had some bubbles from water,
Okay.
I just took sandpaper.
To sand it, yeah.
Yeah, and then I repainted.
Okay.
So when the leather is good quality, you can do a lot. And Loake also they have a lot of sources of leather.
Okay.
So sometimes you can buy a dark brown, for example, and the one dark brown can look very different than the other dark brown.
The other type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black usually is the same, but you need to be aware of that because the leather pieces comes from different providers sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but which also
different batch also.
Yeah, which also proves that we are not trying to it's like a good wine, from one year to the other. It's going to change a bit depending on, and that proves that also this is also quality check, I would say, the fact that not everything is, because if it was the same, it would be super industrial. It would mean that everything is fake. That is not
some
true.
leather is, when you see it's genuine leather, it's usually small pieces that were not used for something else. They were put together with the glue, and it's not even leather. It's just different leftovers.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have grain leather. We have also this polished leather that is treated. We have also different. We have, like, for example, cow waxed leather, which is different than calf leather.
A bit more rugged finish.
Exactly.
For boots, it works very
but
nice.
also loafers.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
it gets a really nice patina. Also, what I should add, it's also important that when you go to Loake, you have people that can tell you how to take care of the shoe.
Yeah.
Which is important.
And probably
in some stores they even have some kind of courses, workshops. In Poland, for example, also very big market for Loake.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Second market.
Okay, that big. But I'm thinking also when it comes to maintain, repair, etc. I'm guessing you guys always have your craftsman or someone that you work with that can help you.
Authorized shoemakers.
Yeah, so people can come back with their shoes.
Also, you can send the shoe to the factory.
Okay.
But after Brexit, it's not that easy as it was.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, it's also good to know that you have some kind of follow-up with your garments. If you have a problem or if you want to resole it, you guys know where to send the customers and they can keep on wearing their shoes over time. I would say that's also something that the luxury part of what you receive is when you I mean, you take care, you have some indication on how to take care of your shoes. One indication, for example, is not to wear every day the same pair of
Yeah.
shoes. You do a rotation in between 2 or 3
Exactly.
pair
You
of
should
shoes.
use a shoe tree, and at Loake you can find shoe trees that are specially made for Loake shoes.
Exactly. So
Also the shape, and the other thing is that at Loake you can also find some accessories. You can find a belt in the same color. You can find some bags.
you know, for me, it's always been tricky to color match because I think, okay, when it's a black,
It's easy.
yeah, it's easy. But when there is sometimes when there is colors or something like this, you don't want to overdo it. You don't really want to have exactly the same color on your belt and
But
on your
it's
shoe.
never exactly the same
No,
because it's
better
different
not
batch. You know what people actually sometimes have a misconception that leather sole is just indoors, to use indoors.
be indoors. Really,
Yeah,
people
exactly.
think that.
People think that, but you have leather sole. You can
Yeah,
show
yeah.
how, and it looks worn, but now the special content without shoes.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, so guys, it looks like this, and a lot of people are scared that it will be destroyed after 1 week, but it looks like this after 1 week, and it looks like this after 1 year, basically,
Yeah, exactly.
because it stays like that. So
Oh.
it's a leather sole. You can walk on a leather sole. You can also add some rubber, like a half rubber or something.
You can also add some metal.
Yeah, metal part.
Do you do that?
yeah,
With
I do
with my posture, I think it's also the way you walk that
I used to do that.
influence that.
Also looks cool and also sounds.
Already.
But no, I'm not putting it on every shoe.
Yeah.
But the Oxfords with this toe metal. I don't know how how is it in English actually. I know how is it in Polish. I don't even know how is it in Polish.
Polish,
I
yeah.
know just in Swedish.
Don't know if-
But it looks cool. So it's a nice detail.
Okay. No, me, I never did it because I don't use my shoes on that point, so it's never been a problem. And when I start wearing my shoes, I'm too impatient to to send them to the guy to fix it, and then that adds longevity to your shoes, so that can be an interesting point. The leather sole also. Rubber sole are a bit more comfortable. They
More durable, less maintenance. I would say.
exactly, easier, and also they you're a bit more disconnected to the ground, so you don't feel it as much, which is not necessarily bad thing. It can be nice, especially when it's warmer and so on. It's nice to feel a bit the ground. But if you want better insulation, if you're gonna be in places like we live in, Norwegian welted is the best because it's waterproof, and rubber sole is also the best to keep the heat, also to maintain the heat inside of your
And
shoe.
at Loake, you can also find loafers on rubber sole because it's very popular. Because in Sweden, a lot of people wear loafers all year round.
Yeah.
Because you guys, loafer is the best winter shoe.
Yeah, I mean, loafer is just it's the
So
trick. It's the
so
hack.
versatile.
It works with everything all the time, and when you have a rubber sole, it's just difficult. I have some rubber sole loafers. I want to wear them every day, so I need to restrict myself. I'm like, okay, I already wore them all the time.
But also they are so popular. That's why Loake, for example, has I think more than 10 different type of loafers.
Yeah, but that's something that changed over time, I think, because Loake traditionally were not making so many loafers, I guess.
No, and if you go to Poland, for example, loafers are not so popular, so you can find maybe 2 different models.
Okay, yeah, but nowadays I think the most popular shoes are definitely loafers.
Penny loafers, yeah, it's also in mainstream. A lot of people are wearing loafers for the first time, and we wore loafers before it was cool.
Yeah, exactly. We're the hipsters here.
Yeah. So
That just it's the comfort. Loafers are super comfortable, and people want comfort, especially when they're coming from sneakers. So that's the entry.
So maybe right now it's a good point to say my own experience and your experience with loafer. You already said it was this model Sovereign, black polished brogue on rubber sole. You also have those ones, Imperial dark brown suede loafer on rubber sole. I have both loafers, penny loafers, and tassel loafers. Tassel loafers can be a bit tight in the beginning, and sometimes you need to even go a size lower in suede. Also, guys, you need to know that, for example, loafers, you don't have any lacing, so they need to be a bit on the tighter side in the beginning. So I didn't have any bad experience with the comfort. Maybe the tassel loafer in the beginning was a bit too tight, but I gave it 2 weeks and it was perfect. Maybe a bit slippery on the leather sole.
So people should know also about this. When you have leather sole in the beginning, it's going to be a bit slippery. What people do sometimes is that they scratch it a bit.
I would just go on some kind of
you go on
tarmac.
Exactly, and just like slide your shoe a bit on the ground just to have a bit of a grip on the first minute.
I almost lost my life because I was going to my garage and it's very steep. So then I went to the shoemaker to add the rubber sole.
That can happen.
One thing that some models can be a bit too pointy. For example, Pimlico is the Chaka boot. They are a bit too pointy, but now Loake has one extra model that is more round and more spacious.
And in this case, it's more aesthetic preference. I agree with you. I prefer things that are not too pointy. I like a bit more roundness,
but
which
those
is more
Pimlico
English.
Actually look pretty cool. They are very, very elegant shoe. It's like pointy, but the ending is round.
Okay.
So it's both. So I have those in suede. Also very versatile Chelsea boot, menswear, which is...
You have the Chelsea boots.
Yeah, I have Chelsea boot in dark brown.
That's cool.
Yeah, very
suede leather?
Suede,
suede leather.
Suede on thin CT sole, rubber sole, but still thin. There's also Chatsworth model, which is wider, but also for me it was more comfortable was the regular last than the wider last, because it's not always the wider last it will be more comfortable. For me it was the opposite.
But then what in your opinion should be the first? We're always talking about the first suit. So what should be the first pair of shoes?
Black Oxfords.
Black Oxfords?
Because if you're not wearing a suit, some life situation will force you to wear it. Somebody will die, somebody will get married, somebody will get a kid, and you're gonna get a job. So you need to have a black Oxford. If you're not gonna wear it every day.
No.
But you need to have it.
But when you need it, you need it. But me, I'm wondering actually, because I don't even own Oxfords, and I would like to, so I will. But I would say if you don't, or if you feel like, okay, I would like maybe to invest in something I know I'm going to wear a bit more, then I would say black penny loafers.
Yeah, black penny loafers are great.
Because it's going to work in every situation, not only those more formal ones.
I have in polished leather, and I need to say that I thought that they will be too formal.
Yeah.
Because they are very glossy. Yeah. But they work with everything. Even with the jeans.
Yeah, exactly. So just for that, I would say, if you don't want to commit for this and thinking, I'm not going to wear it enough, then still black shoes, but penny loafers, whatever the finish, black, grained or polished, works
and
super
also
nicely.
dark brown suede also looks very cool.
Yeah.
But as the second model, I would say Chelsea boot in a dark brown suede.
I don't even own any, but they look very cool, especially with denims.
They are so simple that they work with everything.
Yeah.
Even with carpenter pants.
They must be also very comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's easy just to put them on because you don't have any lacing, so it's so
Yeah,
easy.
exactly.
If you're lazy,
Lazy shoe. Exactly.
yeah. But you know that you have also a shoe that is called Lazy Man.
Yeah, it
You have
feels.
lacing, but you also have a rubber, like on a.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of brands have Lazy Mans, but
And that's called lazy man.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I would like to have a Lazy Man once.
That's a weird shoe actually.
Yeah, because it has lacing, but at the same time,
But actually,
don't need to have lacing. It can be also without, but it has
Yeah.
rubber on the side.
rubber that is hidden by the leather, and
Yeah.
when you pull it, you see. I've seen
It
that.
can be also visible, but yeah, it's Lazy Man.
Yeah, that's
funny.
interesting
Yeah.
shoes. All right, but I guess that we have given a very nice introduction to Loake.
Yeah,
Again, for having trying them, those are. This is a fantastic brand if you want to start investing in a very nicely made pair of shoes. You have a very wide range of material, of different models also.
different lasts, different
lasts.
soles.
And you have enough stores in the world that you can find some that is not
I
too.
think not too many actually
But
stores.
I mean, in the Nordics, here we have some stores. There is in Poland, you said.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it could be more. But
I'm
you
guessing,
can order online
Yeah, and you
or
have
go to
people
London
that-
and try them on there.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
you will have people that will be able to help you with
Yeah.
this. And in any case, you know that you invest in a very good pair of shoes.
It's good. It's hard to get to go wrong with Loake.
Yeah, and
It's
all
the level is very even.
Yeah, exactly. Those are very reliable shoes. It's an old brand that has been there forever, and you know where you put your money. You can see where
Yeah,
the money goes, and
exactly.
that's very rare nowadays. So that's a brand that we can vouch for.
And also, it can be good or bad. They are not changing their offer so often.
Yeah.
British people.
Very British people, exactly.
British people.
Yeah.
So
Constant.
if it works, it works.
Yeah, exactly. Constant, reliable, and trustworthy. So and good for the price. I would say that's all this with Loake that you get.
So totally, honestly, guys, we recommend Loake.
Yeah. And one final thing before leaving you guys. Judge us. Which outfit did you prefer?
Yeah,
Since we went that far.
Yeah, exactly. Safari jacket. I love this blazer. I want to have one.
Yeah, I mean, I was wearing one like this 1 year ago at PT, but it wasn't mine. So
Yeah.
I was thinking for the next PT, I need to have mine, and this is my version finally.
All right.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
See you later. Bye bye.
Ciao.